Good morning, guys. It's December 8th. It's going to be 60 degrees today. So we closed on our property here out in the Midwest, our first one we're going to do right at the tail end of 2023. And today starts the rehab process. So I had all the utilities turned on yesterday except for the gas. He should be here any minute because he needs to access the inside of the house. And other than that, we are going to check some things out. We're going to make sure the HVAC works. We are going to make sure we don't have any water leaks, because I think we do have one. So if we do, we're going to figure out how to fix that. We are going to replace that rooftop ventilation unit, that turbine that I showed you in the last video. Let's see, we're going to measure all the kitchen cabinets. So I went to Home Depot and had them design me a kitchen. So I'll probably put that in video 2 or 3. Who knows? This might be the second or the third video. I'm not sure. But we're going to measure everything and make sure everything works. And then we'll get to ordering that stuff. We're also going to figure out what kind of doors we have, how many, which ones we're going to replace. Look at the garage door. I know that thing needs an opener. So since it's 60 degrees today, we are going to power wash the house today. I own a power washing company, so that works out. We're going to wash the house and the roof because the roof has algae stains. We're also going to be removing some little shrubbery and stuff that's grown into the fence around the backyard and just kind of clean it up a little bit and just go from there. So today's just kind of taking some measurements. No real demo today. We're just kind of buttoning things up. It's only going to be a 6-hour day. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here. I have a pretty good timeline today, so I plan on being out of here by 4 p.m. So hopefully that happens. But so come check out what we're going to do today. You can see the driveway doesn't look that bad when it's not completely full of water. I say not bad. It looks pretty bad. It just looks better when there's not 2 inches of water sitting right here. So we'll see what we end up doing with this thing. All right, first things first, we're gonna turn the electric on. And well, it looks like the electric's already on. Which kind of blows my mind. Oh no, that's just light. I'm gonna turn the electric on and see, and the water, see if we got any leaks. Let's pop the main on. Everything else should be on. So these basements, I'm wondering if that's a GFI. I'm not seeing a GFI, but it looks different than the other two, or the other ones. So in a basement, you have to have GFIs for your breakers. So, being said, we don't have to turn the heater on yet because it's a gas heater, so we got to wait for Spire to show up. We're going to do that. Just kind of looking around here. I have to button some stuff up. So that's the electric. I mean, it should work. These lights should work, but I guess it's not. It's a pretty old light. Really old light. Nope. But I brought some lights today, so we'll see what works and what doesn't. So that should work. This light should work. No, nothing. Come on now. Huh? Nothing's working, huh? Electric should be on. This is where we saw the water last time. And if I had to take a guess, I'm gonna get in here with the ceiling tile. I would like to think that there is a water pipe back there. So anyway, we're gonna get in here and start trying to figure this stuff out. See, because there's your water main that comes in. So the water main is there. I think I'm gonna go get a ladder before I try turning this thing on, just so I could see what's going on over here where I know we had a water leak. So here's the water heater. It's a gas water heater. That was all turned off and drained. So today, I believe we're gonna fill this. We're gonna check it, see where we're at. You know, obviously this is a gas furnace too, so we're gonna check that out as well and see if this thing is pumping out some heat. Just checked all the outlets upstairs and in the basement, all the wall outlets, and they all work. The bad thing is this paneling in the other room, I believe, is nailed straight to the framework that's been put up for it. So I'm gonna have to be a little ginger when I take it down to see if there's a leak in a water pipe anywhere. Don't really want to turn on the water for upstairs, so I think I'm gonna keep all this stuff off. See, that was left open, so I'm gonna turn that off. I don't want anything going upstairs. So that means I need to turn, oh shit, stepping on some wood. I need to turn this one off too, if I could get to it. It's already off. Okay, so that one needs to be off. That's the sink. Or I believe that's the kitchen sink or the bathroom right there. It's probably the bathroom. Let's see here. Make sure there's no more water up here. Like I said, if I could keep the upstairs winterized, I want to do that. That's one less thing for me to do. However, that faucet right there actually goes outside. So I will need outside water today. So I'll figure that out a little bit later. So that's inside. Inside. This one would be outside water. So I could probably turn that one on and see if we could get water outside. Okay. Yeah, none of the light bulbs work, which really sucks. But I brought plenty of light today, so we'll be able to see everything. So here is our valve for the front water spigot. You could see the guys that put this drop ceiling in, it's really interesting. They just, you know, staple it or whatnot to the bottom of this framework right here. So, I mean, it's pretty easy access, but see, so that one is on now, I believe, or I just closed it, I believe. Even it was on, so Lucy's gonna open it up. So now it's open. Goes out. So we have that. I think I'm gonna make sure the back one's closed because we don't need it. We don't have too good of lighting down here. So this is the dryer chute. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be against fire code. I'm gonna have to ask about that because you can't have openings in the ceiling for fire to spread from one level to the next. So I can go ahead and close this, which I believe is already closed, so we're good. Just kind of looking at things here. High water, high winter, low summer. So this is a climate control division. So in the winter, you turn your humidity to high. I guess because the air's so dry, and then the low, you take the humidity out. All right, so we have the back valve closed. We're not gonna need that. Keep that winterized. Over here, I found a little humidistat. Never seen one of those before. And it's got a setting here for the winter and the summer. Summer's low humidity because obviously you have natural humidity. And then in the winter, you have not a lot of moisture in there. It's pretty dry, so people tend to want it a little bit more humid. You can see they just let the dryer vent just completely vent in the basement, so that's not gonna fly. We're gonna have to dryer hookups over here, so what I imagine we're gonna do is vent it out the back, more than likely, which shouldn't be too difficult. Looks like a stack just goes right up there, sewer stack. But venting it out there shouldn't be hard at all. All right, let's go check out this paneling in the other room. So I've had a change of opinion. I believe I'm gonna keep this wood paneling. My buddy showed me he had some wood paneling in an older home that he owns, and he just painted it, and it looked pretty amazing. I was shocked. I'm sure it's gonna be a little bit of a hassle to paint and not get anything on the ceiling tile. I think we're gonna keep the ceiling tiles, just clean them up. But, you know, the other thing was just putting drywall down here, and, you know, this stuff's already up. It doesn't look too bad. A little bit of paint helps everything. So I think we're gonna see what we could do. There's where your cable's coming in. And let's see if there's anything else over here to look at. Like I said, there's your gas running everywhere. It's coming in from out there. The gas guy, whenever he gets here, is gonna have to come inside to turn the service on and read the meter, see how much we're using. And yeah, so fingers crossed. Let's look behind this wall. We may even have to take off this panel right here. And I think this is like a sheet here, maybe a smaller sheet here in the corner. So I'm gonna try to get away with just cutting down one sheet or trying to pry it out. Take this little trim piece off and see if I could get in there and see what the heck's going on. Maybe even just taking one panel off so we could see in there, because if there's a leak, we really gotta find out and figure it out and see what's going on. All right, let me set this on the tripod. Rehab, we don't want to damage anything. If we could keep from breaking something so we could reuse it, that's what we want to do. We don't want to spend money if we don't have to. So you can clearly tell this comes down right here. Which piece comes down first is the thing. Oh, man. There we go. That wasn't too bad. All right. Like I said, we don't want to damage stuff if we don't have to. Of course, there's an HVAC vent right there. That's not going to help us at all. Okay, I thought there was going to be a water pipe here. I did see some water damage on the floor. Yeah, I was kind of expecting to see a water pipe right here, but that doesn't mean there's not one behind the wall. So what I'm going to do now is, instead of popping any more ceiling tiles off, I believe I'm just going to pull a panel off right here real quick. This is going to be tough. So, I guess the panel. Right here is where the seam is at, but it's pretty narrow, so I'm just going to get a small screwdriver and get in there. Check out the view from up here. There's the old pressure washing trailer. So great news. I just messaged the guy about the crack in the foundation. He said $350. It's gonna be fixed. Said it looks like they tried to repair it before. So this comes from a contractor that my buddy uses, so I know he's reliable. So I'm very excited about that. Foundation cracks can always be nerve-wracking. I've been a homeowner before, and I had some foundation cracks in my last home, and they were repaired. I forget who they were repaired for, but they drilled holes and put some epoxy resin or something in there and sealed it all up, and I never had a problem. So sometimes it's expensive, sometimes it's not. We got lucky this time.